Morning, my dear students. How are you? I think and I hope you all are well at home. And after a long gap because of Corona, the Corona gave us very long gap. So it is very sorry to say we have to met as early as possible. We have to continue how the situation as early as um, without Corona. So here I hope and I'm praying to God such like dangerous situations should not repeat again. And my dear students, it is very crucial time and very dangerous time. So don't go outside, stay home and stay safe. You should stay home, stay safe and get improve your knowledge at home and read books. Okay, and and you say your parents if they are when going to outside compulsory they have to wear mask, and it is running in the air also, the corona in the air nearly 8 hours. That's why we have to be stay and eat healthy food, nutritious food. Okay, and drink hot water. Understood? So it is compulsory how to follow and maintain and get healthy and be healthy, and no one should not be affected by corona. And here we know I'm your social teacher. So here we will discuss some basics. First of all, we'll discuss some basics in social studies according to your classes. Okay, after that, here after purchasing your books, textbooks and everything, we will start the lessons. First we will discuss some basics. We will recall whatever you have learned in earlier. We will recall and again, and next after that, when you purchase the textbooks, when you have the books with you, then we will discuss lessons. Okay, here in the social studies, first, I want to discuss with you about universe. Next, universe mainly. So in the universe, and whatever things will be there, we'll discuss. Next, another one is that about Earth. About Earth. So after that, we'll discuss landforms. Landforms. So after that, landforms. After that, very important thing is that map. Okay, here so many topics will come, and these are the very important basic points everyone should learn as a 6th to 9th class or 10th class students. We have to learn these things, main things. Universe, we know nothing but universe is a nothing but space. This is a space. About space, so many groups of stars, asteroids, planets, and oh so many things in the space. That is universe. And in universe, important thing is that galaxy. What will be there? Galaxy. Galaxy, which is some groups of stars, millions of stars, millions of stars. Groups of stars are called galaxy. Groups of stars. groups of stars are called galaxy. So in that galaxy, we know nebula. Nebula also specialized divided groups. Nebula means specialized divided groups. We are present in nebula, our universe, which is we are living our which are the universe we know that universe is nebula. Okay, in this galaxy we know Milky Way. Milky Way is also some groups of stars, some groups of stars, Milky Way. So those stars are in different way. They are divided as a different way in this Milky Way. That is also we know Akasa Ganga. Different stars, millions of stars, big stars, small stars, and whatever planets, asteroids, all the things will be there in this Milky Way. This is also known as Akasa Ganga. Okay, so in this Milky Way, our universe is there, which is universe we are present at that universe in this Milky Way. Okay, so what are what type of stars are there in this Milky Way, and what about that we'll discuss. So in this Milky Way, one biggest star is there, and the nearest star also, that is Sun. Sun is the main star, big star, and luminous. Luminous means it can give light itself. It will not depend any others lights for giving lights. It can give light itself. It produces light and heat. The sun produces light, heat. Light and heat. That is we can say solar radiation. We'll discuss again later solar radiation, which is the radiation coming from the sun in the form of light and heat. In the form of light and heat is known as solar radiation. So before that we'll discuss about we are discussing here about galaxy and universe. In that, sun is the main biggest star, and around the sun, yes, around the sun, some planets are revolving. So many planets. So many planets means 8 planets. How many planets are revolving around the sun? 8 planets. Okay. So that is we'll discuss now. The sun, and after that planets. So planets are revolving around the sun. Actually, before there is 9 planets, but now present 8 planets are we can visible. I mean visualized eight planets. Those are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So like that, 8 planets are there. So I'll write here one by one, and I'll write here Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Actually, before there is a Pluto. The Pluto was disappeared. It was destroyed by dashing one planet to another planet like that. It was destroyed. Present, these 8 planets are there. We know these 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. In that, Mercury, Venus. Here, one we know everyone. To better remembrance, we have written this my very energetic mother Julie. My very energetic mother Julie supplied us noodles. So my Mercury, Venus, energetic, Earth, Mother Mars, Julie, Jupiter, supplied Saturn, us, Uranus, noodles, Neptune. So like that we can remember these things. Okay. So here, in these planets, can you identify which is our Earth and where it is, which place from the Sun? Yes, it is third place. 1, 2, third place, Earth. This is our Earth. All living beings are there in this Earth only. Living beings are there in this Earth only. So present we are living on the Earth, that is third planet from the Sun. And here, which is the nearest planet to the Sun? Mercury. Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun and hottest planet. Why? Because it is very near. That's why hottest planet also. Next, Venus, bright planet. Earth, Mars, Jupiter is the biggest planet. Mercury is the smallest planet, and the last planet, coolest planet is that Neptune. And here Saturn, which is the Saturn is there now. The Saturn has rings. Which planet has rings? Saturn has rings. Saturn has rings. Okay, so these are the biggest planet Jupiter, smallest planet Mercury, and nearest planet to the Sun Mercury, and the hottest planet Mercury. Third planet is the Earth, and the last planet is coolest planet is Neptune. Why? Because it is very far away from the Sun. So these are the planets we know already, we have discussed. So like that, the universe is there. And next we will discuss about Earth, the third planet Earth. Dear students, you should observe these are the just basics for your remembrance. just basics. Okay, and later we'll discuss classes. Okay, see that first Earth, next one Earth, the third planet from the Sun, Earth. Earth is spherical in shape, not a round shape. It is spherical in shape, spherical shape, like a ball, but a little bit stressed in north and south. This is the south, this is the north. Here, Earth is like that. Spherical in shape. And this Earth, third place, in the size wise, fifth place in all the planets. Okay, there is a long story to form a Earth. So that is ninth class topic, how the formation of Earth. First, actually, the Earth is like a liquid ball, a small liquid ball, nearly so many crores of years ago, 4.5 billion years ago. 4.5 billion years ago, the Earth was formed. That time, that is a small liquid ball that is revolving around the sun. Revolving around the sun. When it is revolving, somewhat by the heat temperature from the sun, somewhat gravitation, some dust particles, some asteroids, some dust particles, these all are joined gradually to that liquid ball. And while it is revolving, it was attacking. I mean, it was attracting by dust particles. These things, the size of the Earth become increased. Okay, so these all the dust particles are joined with the Earth, and the size of the Earth become increased. Like that, the Earth was formed. So Earth was formed, and it was when it was increased the biggest stage. That time it was cooled down and the changed as a cool. One of the solid crust. This is like that happened. Okay, solid crust was formed. Like that, Earth was formed. You know, Earth, it is third planet and a perfect place it was. That's why the human beings are living on the Earth in the perfect place. Okay, so it is rotating itself. It is rotating itself. The Earth rotates itself on its own axis. On its own axis. Axis means the imaginary line from north to south. An imaginary line from north to south is known as axis. So this is north, my dear students. You know already directions. Again, I am telling directions. So see here, north, top north, bottom south, right side east, your left side west. These are the map directions. Again, next we will discuss about map. That time again I will tell. So north, top north. Our head side is north, and leg side is south. Bottom is south. These are the map directions. So everywhere, if you observe this is the duster. This is the north. This is the south. This is east. This is west. Wherever, if you stand in front of any object, so this is north, this is south, this is east for me, and this is west for you. This is north, this is south, this is east, this is west. Do you understand? So like that, the directions will be there. So this is north and this is south, and which is an imaginary line joined north to south is known as axis. The earth rotates itself. The earth rotates itself from west to east. From west to east at this speed of 6,100 kilometers per hour. 6,100 kilometers per hour. The earth rotates itself on its own axis. The earth rotates itself on its own axis from west to east at the speed of 6,100 kilometers per hour is known as 1600 kilometers per hour. 1,600 kilometers, 1,600 kilometers per hour. The earth rotating on its own axis from west to east. This is known as earth rotation. This is, we can say, earth rotation. The earth rotates on its own axis from west to east at the speed of 1,600 kilometers per hour is known as earth rotation. To rotate earth one rotation, how much time it is taking? Yes, it is taking 23 hours 56 minutes 4.1 seconds. 23 hours 56 minutes 4.1 seconds. The time taken by earth for one rotation. For one rotation, the earth is taking 23 hours 56 minutes 4.1 seconds. You understand? Like that, the earth is rotating. That is called earth rotation. That is called as earth rotation. Is there any things are happening by the earth rotation? What is the result or effect of earth rotation? Yes, there is some use things are there. Because of earth rotation, we are getting day and nights. We are getting day and nights because of earth rotation. Day and nights are occur. Day and nights are occurring. Day and nights. Yes. Why? Because the sun is here. Once observe, my dear students. The sun is here. First, suppose the sunlight is falling on half part of the earth. Why? Because the shape of the earth is like that. If the shape of the earth is a flat, all the portion the light will be there. But earth is not a flat shape. That is round, spherical shape. That's why half part of the earth in the light. Remaining half part will be in the dark. Okay, so that's why this is the night, which is the light part, this is the day. Why earth is rotating, the light portion is gradually, day portion is gradually going to dark portion, dark area, and the dark portion gradually coming to light area. Like that, this portion again came as a day. This portion, day portion again went into night. Like that, because of rotation, by the lighting of the sun, these rotation, and because of rotation, day and nights are occur. That's why we are getting day and nights. So here, dear students, you should observe 23 hours 56 minutes 4.1 second I have told. That is means nearly 24 hours. 24 hours means a day. 24 hours means a day. In the day, total a day, 24 hours. 12 hours night, 12 hours dark. So 12 hours night, 12 hours day. So totally 24 hours. Let's check. one day we are getting day and night. I mean totally one day means one day and night. Have got it? So here when the earth is rotating, 12 hours after gradually that rotating, I mean that's way when it is entered to sunlight, that is we can say sun rises, which means our earth went into nearest the light of the sun. We can say that time sunrise. And when it comes to middle and when rotating earth in front of the sun like this is the earth when it comes into in front of the sun, so this is the midday. And again it is turned and west to east, like that again it is turned, it is coming as a sunset. I mean the sunlight is gradually missing by this portion, sunset. Next it is going to evening and night. So like that day and nights occur because of rotation of the earth. Here another thing is also going on. While earth is rotating and also revolving around the sun, it is rotating itself and also revolving around the sun. It is rotating itself and revolving around the sun. This is called earth revolution. This is known as earth revolution. Earth revolution is rotating itself and also is revolving around the sun. That is called earth revolution. Because of earth revolution, how much time it is taking? The earth taking to revolve to turn around the sun nearly 365 days. 365 days, 6 hours, 9 minutes, 9 seconds, 9.5 seconds. The earth day, 365 days, 6 hours, 9 minutes, 9.5 seconds to revolve around the sun, the earth taking time. So this is, we can say, year. That's why in the year how many days will be there? 365 days. 365 days will be there in the year. Okay, and that is revolution around the sun, to revolve around the sun, that the around the sun, the earth taking nearly 365 days, 6 hours, 9 minutes, 9.5 seconds. Okay, and here 365 days we are calculating a day, and here 6 hours are living. In that 6 hours, 365 days, 6 hours are here, and 365 days, 6 hours here, 365 days, 6 hours here, 365 days, 6 hours. After 4 years, in the fourth year, these 4 6 are again 24 hours. These 4 6 are added 24 hours. These 24 hours means a day, one day. That one day joined with last 4th year, and in the 4th year 366 days will come. That is called leap year. That is called leap year. 365 days, 1 by 4 days. 6 hours means 1 by 4. In the 1 by 4. Actually, there is a 24 hours will be there. 24 hours will be there a day. And 6 hours means a 4th portion. 4 6 are 24. 1 by 4 days. So 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. In the fourth year, those 1 by 4s are form as a 1 day. So the 1 day joined to 365 days. Then 366 years 366 days will come in that year. That is called leap year. That year is known as a leap year. Understood? So in the leap year, how many days will be there? 366 days. The additional one day will be added to February month. Actually, in the February, how many days will be there, my dear students? Yes, 28 days. Actually, 28 days will be there. In the leap year, one day will be added. So, in the leap year, February month will be has 29 days. That is about revolution. So here we know by the rotation day and nights are occurring, and by the revolution what will happen? What will occur? By the revolution we are getting seasons. Yes, we are getting seasons. Seasons. How many seasons are there? Yes, and mainly summer, winter, rainy seasons we have. Okay, summer season, winter season, rainy season, summer season, rainy season, winter season. Like that we have three seasons. These seasons are happening for us because of revolution of the earth around the sun. How it is revolute in the elliptical shape, it is revolving as elliptical shape. That's way we are getting seasons elliptical shape. So how I will draw here how it is elliptical shape. This is sun, the earth is rotating like this in this shape, like this. So here the earth is rotating like this. And one more thing you should observe, earth is like this, and in that half portion, this half portion is known as northern hemisphere. Hemi means half, sphere means round. Northern hemisphere. This is southern hemisphere. This is eastern hemisphere. This is western hemisphere. In this side, western hemisphere. Hemisphere means half round. Northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, eastern hemisphere, western hemisphere. So here, and the earth is rotating. So we know which is dividing earth as a north and south. The imaginary line, one of the imaginary line is there, that is dividing earth north and south. That imaginary line is known as equator. So about these equator, latitudes and longitudes, and the equator is one of the latitudes and longitudes we discuss later. Later we'll discuss. Okay, so equator, I is like that. So here the earth is rotating and revolving around the sun like this. So dear students, you should observe here somewhat it is the earth is coming nearest to the sun. Sometimes the earth is going to farthest from the sun. You understand? So easily we can identify earth when it is coming to nearest to the sun. Yes, that is summer. When earth going to farthest from the sun, yes, that is winter. In the meanwhile, rainy season, which means not a hot, not a heat, not a heat, not a cool. That time rainy will be there. The saturation will going on. Like that will be there. So this is like that we can understood. When it is going during January months, January December months, it is going farthest. We know winter seasons that time, and March to May that time it is coming nearest to the sun. That is summer. Summer we know. Northern hemisphere. If the northern hemisphere is a summer, in southern hemisphere will be rainy, and winter like that. Okay, northern hemisphere will be summer means southern hemisphere will be rainy season, and northern hemisphere here winter means southern hemisphere will be like that, not the same directions. Hemisphere will be changed, the seasons will be different. Okay, here when sun goes to actually the distance from the sun and the earth, the distance from the sun and the earth actually 150 150 million square kilometers, nearly 150 million square, 149.9 something, 149.5, 150 million square kilometers. Here, when the earth goes from the sun farthest, that time it will come nearly 152 million square kilometers. 152 million square kilometers. It is known as line. This is called as line. Line. Okay, when Earth comes to nearest to the sun, that time the distance will be close. It is closing. That's it. There is 147 million square kilometers. This is known as perihelion. Perihelion. Upper line, perihelion. Peri means near. Upper means far. You should understand. Peri means near. When Earth comes nearest to the sun, that time distance will be decrease. 147 million square kilometers. When Earth went to farthest from the sun, the distance will be increased 152. Actually, average distance between sun and the Earth 150 million square kilometers. Average. So, apohaline, parahaline. So that time we can, about this very closely we'll discuss later. Lessons will be there. These are somewhat basics. Somewhat you have to understood. By the Earth revolution, day and nights will, and by Earth rotation, day and nights will occur. By Earth revolution, seasons will occur. And Earth rotation it will take 23 hours 56 minutes time. By revolution it will take 365 days 6 hours. So that is, and here about Earth, another thing is that Earth has gravitation. Earth has gravitation. Why? Because it has gravity and it is a magnetic power. The Earth has magnet. That's why what are the things, objects, if you throw in the sky, that will fall on the Earth. Why? Because Earth has gravitation. Earth has a magnetic power. We can't fall from the Earth. We cannot fall from the Earth. Why? Because we will be attached with Earth. Okay, so that is Earth has magnetic power, gravitation power. So if any object if you throw, that will again return to the Earth only. It will not go into the sky. It will return on the Earth only. That because of Earth has gravitation force. Isaac Newton, he said Earth has gravitation force, and he was practically explained. Okay, and we can't fall from the Earth. Why? Because of gravitation. And also it is a spherical in shape. If you start from one area, if you go forward, and again you will go, and you will run, and again where you are started, then that area will come again. Why? Because Earth is a round shape, not a flat shape. If the Earth is a flat shape, if you start here, you will go forward, then you will fall down somewhere. You went into the sky. But when the Earth is round shape, if you start from here, you will walk and walk and walk and walk, and again where you do start from that place, again you will come. Why? Earth is round shape. Okay, we can't feel the rotation of the Earth. So if you see that the fans are rotating, the vehicles are going, and the buses are whatever, everything is moving. But Wow, we are telling Earth is rotating, revolving around the sun. Why don't you feel? Can you say, my dear students, why we are not feeling the Earth is rotating? Why you are not feeling the Earth is revolving around the sun? But we are not getting any feeling. When you see the fans, everything, we get feeling that is rotating. The fan is rotating. The vehicles are rotating. The people are moving on the Earth. Everything is going on. But the earth is rotating, revolving, but we can't identify, we can't feel the rotation of the earth. Can you say why? Yes, along with earth, we are also rotating. Along with earth, the people, the objects, the trees, the plants, whatever on the earth, those are also rotating, revolving along with earth. That's why we can't feel the rotation, revolving of the earth, the movement of the earth. We can't feel the movement of the earth. We are here two movements, we know earth, two movements. What are those? Rotation, revolution. We can't feel the rotation, revolution. Why? Along with earth, we also moving. So we are staying with our house, our friends, our whatever, our roads and transport, wherever, and along with earth, these all the things are rotating. We are same place. That is, we can feel we are in the same place. You understand? Along with earth, the people and everything also rotating. That's way we can't feel. The earth is moving, we can't feel. Do you understand? So, my dear students, you should observe everything. How sun? Where is the sun in the morning? Where is sun in the midday, and where is the sun in the evening? Why? Here the sun is moving, or earth is moving? Yes, the earth is moving, not sun. The earth is moving when earth is rotating, and when the sun is here, the earth is rotating like this, and this is the morning. The sunlight will be here, and the sunlight in the middle, that is midday, and the sunlight will be in the here, that is evening. Next dark will come. So that is, you have to observe so many stars and everything will be there in the sky. So here, important thing about the sun about the earth, latitudes and longitudes. Okay, latitudes and longitudes. Latitudes and longitudes. What about latitudes? What about longitudes? Simply, we will discuss later. A small, a biggest lesson will be there, and but somewhat simple way we will discuss. So, Earth is like that. On the Earth, the imaginary lines which are passing on the Earth horizontally, horizontally from west to east. The horizontal imaginary lines across the earth from west to east are known as latitudes. From west to east, the imaginary line, the horizontal imaginary horizontal circles. We can say circles. Why? Because this is the ball, like a ball, and these are the circles, imaginary circles on the earth from north to south. These are known as latitudes. Latitudo. That is a Greek word, latitudo. From the latitudo means short. Horizontal line. Horizontal lines, and these lines are known as latitudes. Which are the lines? Latitudes, the imaginary horizontal lines on the earth, on the globe. Otherwise, you can say globe. Globe is a model of the earth. Dear students, you have to understood globe is a model of the earth. How is the earth? In the same way, globe will be there. Globe is a model, just model of the earth. So on the globe, the imaginary horizontal lines from west to east, those are known as latitudes. We are discussing here latitudes. Latitudes are horizontal circles on the earth, on the globe, horizontal circles on the globe. These are like their circles will be there, and these circles are not touch each other. They are not touch each other. They are imaginary, just circles are that like that, and from middle one of the biggest circle will be there. This biggest circle in the middle, which is separates earth or globe in two halves. That is called as equator. Equator, so that is the middle and the biggest latitude. The biggest latitude is equator. It is dividing earth in two parts, and above equator this part is northern hemisphere. Already once we have discussed, this is northern hemisphere, and below equator the southern portion, this is southern hemisphere. The equator is 0 degree latitude. 0 degree latitude is equator, and above equator so many latitudes are there. The size of the latitudes from equator to north and south gradually decrease. The circles will be gradually decrease. These are also known as parallels. These latitudes are also known as parallels. Horizontal circles are parallels. The latitudes are also known as parallels, horizontal circles. And when comes to the north, last utmost north and the south, these are looking like a small dots. Small dots, circle, circle, circle. On that small dots will come. These are North Pole. It is known as North Pole and South Pole. North Pole and South Pole. Here, above equator, how many totally how many latitudes will we have to know? How many latitudes are there? Here, 180 plus 1 latitudes are there, which means 181 latitudes are 181 horizontal circles, 181 parallels are there on the earth, on the globe. Those are the imaginary lines. So here, my dear students, above equator 90 latitudes are there, below equator 90 latitudes are there, and 90 plus 90 180 plus 0 degree equator 181, including equator 181 latitudes are there on the globe. Okay, so these latitudes, important latitudes are there. In this latitudes, important latitudes are there. Those important latitudes are from equator to north. If you go 23 and off, north latitude is known as Tropic of Cancer. In the same way, 23 and off south, 23 degrees half, 30 minutes. Half small imaginary lines are known as minutes, 30 minutes. So this is 23 degrees south, 23 and half south latitude is known as Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn. And next 66 and half, 66 and half north latitude is known as Arctic Circle. Arctic Circle. In the same way, 66 and half south latitude is known as Antarctic Circle. 90 degrees north is known as south is known as South Pole. 90 degrees north pole is known north point is known as North Pole. You understand? North Pole, South Pole, 90 degrees, 99 degrees, and at Antarctic Circle, Arctic Circle, 66.5 degrees. And the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degrees, and equator is the 0 degree. Equator is the middle biggest latitude, biggest circle and latitude. Understood? And about this one, very deeply we will discuss next in the lessons when the topic when there is a topics are there, that time we'll discuss. And this is about latitudes, and we will discuss now long. So longitudes, the imaginary vertical lines, from north to south, the imaginary vertical lines across the globe from north to south, the imaginary vertical lines across the globe the imaginary vertical lines from north to south, imaginary vertical lines, those are from north to south, and cut across the equator, those are cut across the equator. Here equator will be there, these all the latitudes are cut across the equator. Across the latitudes, all the latitudes will cut by these longitudes. Okay, the imaginary vertical lines from north to south cut across the latitudes, those are known as longitudes. Longitudes are not a circles, those are semicircles. Not a circles, those are semicircles. Here all the longitudes are in the same size, there is no difference, same size will be there, but latitudes are, the size of the latitude will be different, but these are same size. Okay, and here one longitude they choose as a biggest, middle longitude and biggest longitude, like that is known as prime meridian. And actually the longitudes are known as meridians. That's why 0 degree longitude is known as prime meridian. This prime meridian passing through England, London. So they have selected which is imaginary passing in through their country. That longitude they have taken as a prime meridian, and remaining different meridians are, these are all are known as meridians. The longitudes are also known as meridians, semicircles. Meridians, why? Because the sunrise falling on the longitude from north to south in the same way. same value, same density. There is no difference. Meridians always light. If the sunrise falling on the one light, one longitude, from north to south, same sunlight will be there. But latitudes are not like that. Latitudes, when sunrise falling on the latitude, half portion only will be light. Remaining half portion there is no light. But here, longitude, total entire longitude will receive the light. That's what is known as meridian. Madhyana Rekha, according to Telugu. Okay, meridians. Longitudes are meridians, semicircles. They will not join each other, but all are them. I mean, they met North Pole and South Pole. All the circles, semicircles will be there. North Pole and South Pole. How many longitudes are there? How many longitudes are there? Nearly 360 longitudes are there. And from the prime meridian, 180 longitudes in the eastern hemisphere. This is the east prime meridian here. East portion is eastern hemisphere, west portion is western hemisphere. From eastern hemisphere, 360 longitudes will be there. I mean 180 longitudes will be in the eastern hemisphere, 180 longitudes will be there, and the western hemisphere 180 longitudes will be there. Total 360 longitudes. Okay, and which is the opposite side? 0 degree prime meridian, opposite longitude is 180 degrees. That is anti-meridian. This is prime meridian. 180 degrees longitude is known as anti-meridian. 180 degrees longitude is known as anti-meridian. We has no east and west symbols. This is not a east, this is not a west. Anti-meridian, like 0 degree. Remaining are east meridians, west meridian. I mean east longitudes, west longitudes. 180 degree, not like that. Okay, so anti-meridian it is known as, it is international dateline. The dates will change from that 180 degrees longitude. International dateline. It is also known as international dateline. Right? I mean anti-meridian. 360 longitudes will be there. Okay, this is about longitudes. Dear students, this is you have to understood very importantly, and longitudes and latitudes. So longitudes and latitudes you have to know. Why? Because in almost our social lessons and almost our social geography topics will be depend on longitudes, latitudes, so somewhat earth about that. Okay, what are the uses of these imaginary lines? Yes, there is uses. What are the uses? To locate the places exactly, approximately, I mean exactly, by helping of these latitudes and longitudes, we can find out where the place is located. The location of places. Do you know these the longitudes, the network of longitudes and latitudes is known as grid. The network of latitudes and longitudes is known as grid. The network of latitudes and longitudes on the globe is known as grid system. That is grid. So what are the uses? To know the place where it is located, the location of place. To locate the places, we required latitudes and longitudes. By the help of latitudes and longitudes, we can find out where the place is located. You understand? So that is about longitudes. Okay, so here we have discussed about Earth, and on that rotation, revolution, and latitudes and longitudes. Okay, here now we will see about map. Map is very important. Map. We have seen globe. Globe is the model of the earth. But what about map? Map is the representation of the earth. Representation of the earth. Map is the Representation of the earth is known as a map. Representation, how the earth is there, that will be represent us. It will be represent us in this way. This is the map. Map is the representation of the earth. You should understand map. Very, very important map. Okay, map is present us. Whatever there on the earth, that will be represent us accurately, exactly accurately. By the help of latitudes and longitudes, this map was created. That map will be represent us exactly. Okay, and here the map is a flat, not a globe is like a model round like that, but map is a flat. But on that flat places, everything will be accurately we know. So, and the map directions, map directions. If you observe that this is the map, so top is north and bottom south, right east, left west. These are the map directions. Actually, we know when you stand in front of the sun, the directions will be there. In front of the sun, the directions will be there. The in front of the sun, if the sun is in front of us in the morning, that is east, and our back is west. Our our right is south, our left is north. Actually, if you stand in front of the sun, our front is east, back is west, our right side is south, left side is west. North. That is actually. But when you stand in front of the map, the directions will be different. Top is north, bottom south, right east, left west. You understand? Like that, the directions will be there. Okay, these are known as map directions. Map directions. You should understand map directions. Very, very important. Map directions. Okay, my dear students, already we have discussed in the 6th class about map directions. Okay, and next in the map we will see scale. In the map, scale will be there. What is a scale? We can't show real distance on the map. If you wanted to show real distance on the map, we required very long map. First, suppose from here to Visakhapatnam, nearly 250 kilometers, more than 250 kilometers. We should make a map to showing Rajolu to Visakhapatnam 250 kilometers map. We have to make 250 kilometers size of map. It is not possible. That's way the scale they have used. The scale shows us real distance in a reduced manner. Real distance in a reduced manner. First, how it is? 1 centimeter equal to 10 kilometers, like that. 1 centimeter equal to 10 kilometers. In the map, the distance between one place to another place, it is 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter in the map, which means that is really 10 kilometers. Accurately will be the distance no change, but reduced manner they convert to kilometers into centimeters. Like that, the scale will shows us. Every map, if you observe, their scale will be there. The scale tells us about distance. Okay, in the map scale, next in the map there will be symbols. Next one will be there, symbols. We can't draw real pictures on the map. First, suppose there is a temple, there is a road, Kacha road, Pakka road, there is a pond, there is a one canal, there is a river, there is a mosque, there is a church, there is a post office, there is a police station. We can't draw real pictures on the map. Further, for all convenience, for all acceptance, there is symbols are created. Symbols are conventional symbols, which means all people are accepted symbols are created, and those symbols are, and in behalf of the real symbol, real pictures, the symbols will be there on the map. But suppose there is a Pakka road, so Pakka road like that strongly will be there, Pakka road. If there is a Kacha road, like that symbol will be there. For suppose there is a temple, there is a temple, like the temple symbol, simply symbols will be there. And if it is a church, like that church. If there is a police station, PS. If there is a post office, PO. Like that, there is a symbol. If there is an airport, aeroplane symbol. Like that, some aeroplane symbol will be there. Okay, in the same way, symbols are given. The conventional symbols, those are known as conventional symbols. Okay, these symbols will be there in the map. Have understood? Like the symbols are created. Those are also we can see in the map. Okay, so and colors, different colors. How we can't see different. I mean, for suppose in the map there is seas and oceans are there. Seas and oceans are there, and landforms are there, green lands are there, hills are there, mountains are there. For better identification, they have provided colors, different colors. For example, seas or oceans, blue color he has given. So if there is a blue color, we can understand that is a river. That is water portion. That is a water path. If there is a green color, which means that is totally land area, plain area like that. If there is a brown color, mountains, hills and mountains are brown color. And borders are given with a dark color. Borders from one country to another country, from one place, one district to another district, one state to another state. There is a border, black color border also will be there. So different colors are given us to better identification of the places, better identification of the physical elements on the earth. Physical, what are the elements will be there. Agricultural land, green color, like that. Forest area, green color. So we can understand by its color. Okay, so this is will be there in the map. So these things are important in the map. So according to those things, we can, colors are different will be, and heights for that, and heights, map showing heights will be there. Heights will be, and heights also accurately will be there on the map. We can find out depending on the colors how the heights will be measured. The heights are measured from the sea level, from the sea level, that is called as MSL, mean sea level. They will measure the heights of the places from the sea level only. From the sea they will measure the heights. Some so and so places are how much height, which means they are measured from sea level to that area. So that is called MSL, mean sea level. Mean sea level means actually the sea level will not be same. Actually, why they have selected heights from the sea level means all seas are connected each other. All seas are connected each other. All seas and oceans are connected each other. That's why they calculate heights from the sea level. So about this we will discuss later, but simply I am telling about. So sea level, the sea level will be here. Sometimes sea level will be here. Sometimes sea level will be here. That's why they have taken average sea level. That is mean. That's why mean sea level. From that mean sea level, they calculate, they measure the heights. That is called MSL. Okay, and height showing maps. If there is a very biggest height, they will show dark brown, and little height they will show light brown, and flat area they will show green color. Like that, different colors they have given in the maps. Map showing heights that tells us colors. Colors they will use heights maps will be there. Map showing heights are very important. Why? Because and there is. So here maps are different. Different types of maps are there. What are those different types of maps? How many types of maps are there? What are those?